Western touch. Short side, Mamazoulis goes. They've got numbers this way. Oh, the charge and run by O'Kane. Got the pass on the outside. I tell you what, he's just got that down. Halfway, 20 in from this Western touch. They come to the right side of their way again. This is Carhall. He's got support on his outside. Goes the inside. Ashton Ward in possession. Try to the Bunnies. And they make a 10-0 kick to come. Well, they go to Phillips here. No, they decide to kick it through Lamont. It's high in the air. Great mark, and they'll score here. The Panthers. He was in position. And this is what Harry Hassett can do for his side. Is Price. Riley's put down. Now Somerton dummies. Finds the open pasture. Scores. That's a good try by the Panthers. He decides left will be the option. Shaq Mitchell charges. Look at Mitchell turning around. The big boy. He's over. Shaq's over. Try time to the Bunnies. They've got the lead again. Gets up and plays at Lipowitz. Somerton goes left. The pass out to Price by Phillips. Price put down the tackle. Phillips is on the left. Somerton decides to go wider. Pulled by Lamont. Then Cole got in the way. Hassett found support. Oh, Harry got in the way. And that's right. Again, Somerton goes across. Here's Riley Price. Spins off one defender. Stop, drop and roll. That's great work. That
they can do.
So now Kepi goes back. And here is Mamazoulis. Gets a pass out to the left side. It's been dropped. Well, he couldn't hold on to it, Thomas Fletcher. It's picked up by the Panthers. Play on. They're going to score. Oh, that's easy. David Faulalo. Oh, he picked it up and said, that's my toy. Living out from halfway. He gets up. The referee says, get back to the right mark and play it. Cousins a metre. And now he's given a penalty against the Panthers. Was that back, Chad?
I think so. Well, he certainly wasn't happy here.
Yeah, I reckon that's a word here.
You can go.
Oh!
Yeah, you can go 10 in the bin. They do. Mamazoulis gets it out. Here's the pass out by Shaq Mitchell. They charge and they score. That is great work by South Sydney. O'Donnell comes out to the right side. Dodd gets a pass out. Ward's got support. Gudgeon gets a pass out. He just needs to score. He's over. Casey gets another.
Up a 4-point victory there in that one over the South Sydney Rabbitohs. I thought the Rabbitohs did really, really well to start the game, but just like a lot of teams in our lower grade wrap this season, they just can't put together a full 80-minute performance. Same to be said for Penrith too. They only really turned up in the first half, but the defence got them home in the final wash-up. Stats deep dive time now. Riley Price, 51 minutes, 14 runs, 126 metres, a try, a line break, 4 tackle breaks, 28 tackles with just the one miss in a pretty sound performance. There wasn't a lot of many players that really stood out individually in this game. There was really an emphasis on teamwork in this one. Next up, Luke Somerton. He had 40 running metres, a try, a line break, 3 tackle breaks, 38 tackles in the middle third for Luke. No misses, just the 2 ineffective. That's what you want from your starting number 9. Next up, Zach Lipowitz. We haven't heard too much about Zach this season. 65 minutes for him, 9 runs for 76 metres, a tackle break, an offload, 32 tackles, just the 1 miss, 1 ineffective. He's been a very good edge player for them this season. So we've just been other players that have really stood out. Next up for South Sydney, we're going to go to Shaq Mitchell now. He had a try, 9 runs for 92 metres, a line break assist, and a try assist. He also had 4 tackle breaks, 20 tackles, just the 1 missed and 1 ineffective. That is very, very good numbers from Shaquille Mitchell in this one. Next up, we're going to Henry O'Kane. He had 80 minutes on the edge in this one, 10 runs to 89 metres. There's a line break, 2 tackle breaks, a try assist, an offload, 29 tackles with a 100% tackle efficiency. Next up, Tom Fletcher. He had 80 minutes, 17 run driver for 142 metres. That's a game high for running metres for Tom. 4 tackle breaks, 28 tackles, just the 1 miss in what's been his best cup game all season long. And that's the exact progression that I think Wayne Bennett and the South Sydney coaching staff are looking for. Well, next up, we're going out to GIO Stadium in Canberra, where the Raiders had a big win over Newcastle last week, up against the West Side, who welcome a controversial bad boy back in their books.
And he's wrapped up. Levi looking. Once again, he'll find Preston. Mitch Press charges onto it. Rolls it into the Magpies defence. 10 away. Levi skips out. Finds Miles Martin, who bounces off that right foot. Reaches out and scores. Attention. As he sets himself up and floats across field to the right, and then he's picked up and taken for a walk, and that walk is straight into the in goal. Chevy Stewart, as I said, floating across field. Mungie, May, May steps off the left and does well, keeps the ball alive, picked up. Wants a runner and finds one underneath. That was a big effort. He's just come onto the field. Oh, now he just says, I'll do it myself. Has he lost control? No, he hasn't. Beautiful work. Jackson Rami. Up. That left edge, they're having a crack here. Goes to Martin, and Martin does slide through. Jordan Martin does eventually crack the wall that's been this Magpies defence. They will realise that now. Aho looks, finds Falls. Falls realises where the damage is. There they come for Jack. Makasini, Pot, Tui Tupo. I highlighted it. Mark Tooley is down in back play. And as Royce Hunt plays the ball, and Kurt Falls got a little bit of attention there from Jordan Martin. Nothing wrong. Up they go now. Lob looks, throws the dummy, wants a runner, finds one in El Zakim for the line and will score. Something from nothing for the Western Suburbs Magpies. Last tackle. Falls will get it on the 40. Going to put it high in the air. He got a little bit of attention. In comes Lob again. Lob looks up, takes and scores. Alex Lob. Nothing on. It was a great set after points.
So a win there for Western Suburbs, 22 points to 18. 2 tries in the final 10 minutes, and it was jumping Alex Lob who got up above them for the final 2 tries. Eliel Zakem finishing off one, Lob getting the other. And for Canberra, I think we can just tap the sign above. Yes, we found a way to blow it again. Let's go down to the stats deep dive. Niwhai Puru had 14 runs, 123 metres, 6 tackle breaks, 4 offloads. He made 6 tackles, no misses, 1 ineffective. He's really come into his own this year. I think Niwhai, he's done a really good job in the system that he's had. Next up, Asami Solo, 57 minutes at prop, 14 runs, 137 metres, a tackle break, 36 tackles, and here's the catch, 100% tackle accuracy. Model of consistency in this cup side this year has been Pasami Solo. If I'm a club that's looking around at the moment, I might just be looking for a front rower. Pasami Solo wouldn't be too far off the radar. Next up, Danny Levi. He picked his moments when to run. He had 6 of them for 83 metres, 2 lane break assists, 2 try assists. His passing at the line was really, really good. An offload as well. He had 36 tackles, 2 missed, 1 ineffective in a pretty sound performance. Next up, though, for Western Suburbs, the man everyone wants to talk about. Taylan May came back. He played the first half before summing up for the 17-year-old phenom, Hayamasi Makasini. He had 5 runs for 45 metres, 3 tackle breaks and offload. Just the 3 tackles, but he did make an impact. That was a huge shot that sent Chevy Stewart back into the in-goal area. Meanwhile, the numbers for Hayamasi Makasini in his overall first grade, open age debut, were pretty good. He had a try assist, 100 metres, tackle break, a line break. Exactly what you want to see from a young kid making his mark. So well done to Hayamasi Makasini for his cup debut. Next up, Jackson Rami. He got through about an hour's worth of work at lock. He picked up a try, a line break, 16 runs, 128 metres, 5 tackle breaks, 2 offloads, 26 tackles, just the 5 misses. This is in the middle third. That does need to be tidied up a little bit more. Next up, Eliel Zakim. He's been the model of consistency as well for Western Suburbs since his mid-season arrival. He picked up a try, 16 runs, 128 metres, 5 tackle breaks, 2 offloads, 26 tackles, with just the 2 misses. Well, next up, we're going out to the Newcastle Centre of Excellence for the clash between the Newcastle Knights and the Canterbury Bulldogs. Both sides were losers last week. The Knights have been a bit struggling of late, but can they bounce back against the depleted Dogs?
Back there, Blake Wilson did well to pick it up. Still on here, though, for the Bulldogs. They're going through the hands quickly. Chance out wide. There's plenty of space for Tarnas coming across. Rimakama for the corner. He's got there. MacArthur. Inside ball to Mason T. Winding up. Brought down. Moyle from behind. Last one is they got a couple up their sleeve. Matthew Arthur finds Hetherington charging onto it. He's got no. Has he got the footy down? Supporters on that far side like it. Woods has a dig. Woods for the line. Woods, he's over. Canterbury get their second. Comes to Henderson. Goes to the sky. It's not a bad kick from Henderson. Teague's chasing it. Wilson. Oh, Wilson. He's put it down. Teague toes it through. It's still on here for the Knights. McEwen plants it down. The Knights get their second. Knights territory. Woods gets the kick away, goes straight up in the sky. It's not a bad chase coming through from the Bulldogs. They let it bounce. Now the bat still on here for Canterbury. Still going here with Canterbury. Cutting through, this chance here. Tiapa backing up, pops the pass here. They've got to try. Something out of nothing. And again, they got 6 again. Jake Arthur, the cut-out ball. Chance here in the corner for Latu. He'll come around and improve the position. They don't need 6 again, the Knights. Sewer over the top. Hetherington. Henderson. Jake Arthur pumps, goes straight through them. He's got support either side of him. Jake Arthur is lining up. McEwen's going to get a double for the Knights.
So the Knights picking up a rare victory this season, an 8-point verdict over the Canterbury Bulldogs. The Dogs were missing a lot of players who were called up to first grade last week, but the Knights did enough to run away with the chocolates. Let's look at some of the key players in our stats deep dive. Mason Teague at lock. What more can we say about this guy this season? 61 minutes at lock, 8 runs to 72 metres, a try assist through effort, the effort on the kick chase. Very particular there. He had 100% tackle efficiency, made a team-high 43 tackles. That's a huge effort from Mace once again, and congratulations to him on a great performance. Next up, Jack Everington, 53 minutes, a try, a line break, 12 runs for 100 metres. An offload, 2 tackle breaks, 28 tackles, 2 missed, 2 ineffective. Very solid performance from Jack. I expect he'll be continuing in Cup over the next coming weeks, trying to push into first grade. Next up, Jermaine McEwen. He picked up a double, 13 runs, 100 metres, 3 tackle breaks, an offload, 42 tackles, just the 4 misses on the edge. He was very explosive in this game, picked his moments, and he deserves all the accolades as well. For the Dogs, Mitch Woods is our focus. First of all, he had a try, 11 runs to 88 metres, 2 line breaks, 6 tackle breaks. He dominated the kicking game. 27 tackles, 2 missed, 1 ineffective. Good to see him still run first. That's, I think, a very important point. And then his running game allows the line breaks, allows the opportunities. Very good signs from Mitch in his development. Next up, Lipoi Hopoi. He had 71 minutes, a try, 15 runs, 114 metres, 2 tackle breaks, 39 tackles, 2 missed, 2 ineffective. A very solid performance from Hopoi after being a surprising leave-out of the NRL squad. Next up, Jeffro Rinakama picked up a try, 17 runs, 150 metres, 6 tackle breaks and an offload. He's really kicked on this season, surprising a couple of people, but he also picked up the most running metres in this game, and he's been really consistent for the Dogs in the New South Wales Cup throughout the season in his 12 appearances. 11 tries now in 12 games. He's had 9 line breaks, and he's averaging around 150 metres a game, so exactly what he has been asked of him. Well, next up, we're going out to Henson Park for the clash between the Newtown Jets and the North Sydney Bears. It was a fiery one a couple of weeks ago. How would this one turn out? Let's find out.
Now Niwhai Puru hurled across from Atkinson. Jets will score in the corner. Niwhai Puru down the left. There's a charge down there. It's taken by Toby, and he is off for the cash. Ford's coming, but Toby's favourite here. He strides across and scores. Vision there. Chance to fall on the ball for the Bears. Jets keep it alive. Fernley runs it straight. Little bit helter-skelter out there. Look at the big redhead go. Brad Fernley crashes through them. Last. Beryl and Puru and Burns. Little kick from Burns. The second row has put one on. The captain's got his kicking licence. Jets will work it out. They've turned it straight over from the scrum. The flick pass to Ogden, and Norths have scored a freak try. Although Hoskin poked his way through and found Beryl. Atkinson sliced them. Who's there with him? Ford looming up on the left. Atkinson just takes Toby on, goes around him once, and then Toby comes and gets him. That is rugby league. Now Dixon hurls it. Ford across for Puru. They've got to be short somewhere. Flat little kick for Gabriel. Oh, that's footy. Not this time as Puru goes. Takes it in and goes to Ford. Straight away it's on here. It's Clark down the touchline. Toby came and couldn't stop him. Here is Puru again. And then Niwhai. Through the hands they go. Ball on the deck. Chance here for the Bears. It's Leo who can take off, and it's Leo who's home. He will run it around. Atkinson chases hard, but Leo has got the try for North. What's it going to be here? Yates and Wilson. Little dink from Wilson. How's the bounce? Second kick from Wilson. Falls into his lap. Well, well, well. Now then, on come the Jets, looking for an exclamation mark, and it's the Jumbo Jet who goes over.
And the Newtown Jets claimed the Frank Hyde Trophy with the 36-22 win over the North Sydney Bears. The Jets were dominant in the first half without really showing it on the scoreboard. They had 8 line breaks to 0 across the entire game. North Sydney, a lot of their tries came from opportunistic play and mistakes. So that is how this one was decided. Let's now take a look at our stats deep dive. We're going to kick off with Niwhai Puru. He had 111 running metres, a line break assist, and a try assist. He also had 3 tackle breaks and 100% tackle efficiency. Now, I mentioned last week when he had his breakout game at Coogee Oval that his defensive numbers surprised me. I nearly fell off my chair when I found this number out. That was absolutely great. So well done there to Mr. Puru. Next up, Felix Fartilli. Now, he had some concussion issues a couple of weeks ago, but great to see him back. 41 minutes, a try, a line break, 4 tackle breaks, 100 metres from 10 carries, 21 tackles with just 1 miss, 1 ineffective. He's one Cronulla have really big hopes on, and I expect he'll probably be pushing for an NRL debut sooner rather than later. But again, does Craig Fitzgibbon watch these performances? That one's up for debate. Next up, Eli Clark. He had a double, 13 runs, 156 metres, 3 line breaks, 4 tackle breaks. He's really simplified his game this season. He's got some errors in him, absolutely, but every player's got errors in them. And it was really good to see Eli Clark just get back to basics over the last couple of weeks and really deliver. For the Bears, Moses Leo's made a return the last couple of weeks. He came back into the Bears side today. He had a try. It was off a runaway error, but he had 13 runs, 148 metres, a try assist as well, an offload, 10 tackles, 3 missed, 2 ineffective. He's given it a red-hot crack this year, Moses Leo, in his games before his shoulder injury. I think he's got a lot of potential in the 13-man game, and it's going to be interesting to see how Craig Bellamy develops him when he has another full off-season to adapt to the game. Remember, he is here a year ahead of the original schedule. Next up, Phil Makatoa, 51 minutes. He had 8 runs for 75 metres, 4 tackle breaks, an offload, 29 tackles, and 100% tackle rate. It'll be interesting to see how this forward room looks for Norths. They just picked up a Tarsi James as well this week, so I'm very interested to see what happens with some of the minutes of the North Sydney forwards. And then we go to Matt Stimson, Mr. Consistent, 10 runs, 88 metres, 49 post-contact metres, a tackle break, a game-high 42 tackles. He also missed 4 out there, but did have 1 ineffective. Well, next up, we're off to Wenty Park for the clash between the Roosters and the Eels. The Roosters have been under-hit with a lot of injuries and some players moving up to first grade, while Parramatta have shown their side that's been consistent, and they just knocked off the Dragons last start as well.
To the right-hand side, they scream down the wing with Penny, 20 metres to go, 10 to go, steps the fullback and scores. The Tricolours open up the scoring today. Moriarty out of dummy half, now to Townsend. Again, through to Penny. A chance on this right-hand side. Penny's going to score again. Oh, he's in sensational form, this winger, and he's Sunday morning. Here we go now to Rodwell. Townsend finds his second rower, who explodes through the gap. Ethan Roberts scores. Cock-a-doodle-doo here at Wentworth Park. Here goes Foley to Rodwell. Oh, they let it sing here to Tupou. Screaming down this left-hand touch. He's got support. Oh, Tupou! A 60-metre special on a Sunday morning try. Dots it down now. Here goes Townsend again. Oh. Penny to the corners, over for a hat-trick. Volkman, they work it to the left. Here we go, beautiful run, Tweedle to the line, scores the fullback. That's what they can do. Again, now to Townsend. Can Penny get 4 tries? He sure can. Sensational performance by the winger. Roosters have really surprised them today. And here goes a chance for Parramatta, inside ball, and it's going to be Saxon Pryke who scores. Volkman, out the back now to Hunter. Hunter, they've got him covered. They're 2 metres away. Can the Eels score again? Hands. Wiremu Greg to the line. It's a try. Wiremu Greg scores. Roosters up by 10. Foley. Totoya, beautiful pass try. That is great teamwork. Foley, Barton, running hard on this right-hand channel. He's got support. He's going to go himself. Barton goes 50 metres, and that could almost wrap it up.
Well, who saw that coming, hey? The Roosters picking up a 20-point win over the Eels in one of the upsets of the season. I say that because Parramatta were on a really good run of form too, but they were pretty disappointing in this game, while the Roosters, they probably played their game of the season. And speaking of games of the season, look at the man at the top, Trey Penny. We'll highlight him a little bit later in our Player of the Round recap, but the stats there really speak for himself. He's really found a home this year on the wing, and I'll elaborate a little bit more on his season to date in our deeper dive of his statistics. Hayden Barton, he picked up a try, 17 runs, 217 metres, a line break, 6 tackle breaks, 3 offloads, 22 tackles, 2 missed, 1 ineffective. He and his back row partner, Ethan Roberts, they tormented the Eels on either side, but Barton has really impressed me this season. He's put together some really solid performances, and he deserves his acknowledgements. Next up, Junior Tupou. His first game for the club, it was a sound, safe debut for the Roosters' new recruit. A try, 3 tackle breaks, 9 runs for 164 metres, and a line break in a pretty sound performance from the Tricolours. Next up for the Eels, Arnaz Nanva. He picked up a try, 12 runs, 119 metres, a line break, 5 tackle breaks, a line break assist as well, 21 tackles, 5 missed, 1 ineffective, but overall he's been really consistent in his games this season at the Eels, in the centres, in the New South Wales Cup squad. He's one I think Eels fans should keep an eye on. Even though they've got a lot of centre depth already, he's one that could really look to be pushing through over the coming seasons. Next up, Bailey Simonson got through the full 80 minutes on return, 16 runs, 117 metres, 5 tackle breaks, 3 offloads. Wasn't as tested much in defence, he only made 5 tackles, but he did only miss the 1. Then we go to Sam Tuiviti now. He made his return from injury, just his second New South Wales Cup game of the season, only his third in his career as well. So it's good to see Sam back from injury. 9 runs to 76 metres, 34 post-contact metres, a tackle break, 26 tackles, no misses, just the 1 ineffective as well, but a pretty sound return and a safe return from injury for Sam Tuiviti. Well, next up we're going out to Four Pines Park for the clash between Manly and St George Illawarra as the Dragons look to overcome a losing start last time around.
Of work to bring him down. Down the short side, a banana kick here from Ilias and on the spot. Collects it. Molyson, Ilias, Glover, linking up and oh, that is poetic. Brilliant float and lyric craft to Muanoanui. He'll play it. There's for now. Now for Glover. Ilias. They cut out Halangahu. Williams for the corner. And Jesse Williams scores on New South Wales Cup debut. Halangahu with it. No, he can reach out and get to the line anytime he pleases. They try and burrow. I don't know if he's got it down. No, he's going to point to the spot. Bring him down. Now Chan Kum Tong. It'll be sent to the sky via the route of Wakeham. Pressure here on Peckham Harris. Too much pressure. Vayinga sends it out to Kioa and he will score. First try for Manly. Play it. Short side here with Walsh. Walsh sends it to the boot. Chasing through there, Manly. Did they get there first and in time? Yes, they did. That's up there by Glover. Now for Navale. They're short in the middle and Caleb Navale. The front door was wide open. He didn't even have to ask permission to put the ball down. Jay trying to rearrange the back. And now for Ilias. Ball there for Buchanan. And Buchanan is brought down. This will be the last. Williams. Crossfield kick. Sent by Ilias. Heidke up above them. And he gets it down. Charles Heidke. Also still plenty of time to get that into the coaching tree. Now for Wakeham. Depth on this right-hand side. He's good in defence too, is Halangahu. Hot potato stuff out towards Sykes. Second effort from Ilias wasn't good enough. And third and fourth phase. Here we go. Poor Vahaseh. And now Walsh. Into the backfield goes Walsh. On the inside for Clayton. Faulalo. An applause from the Manly fans.
For the St George Illawarra Dragons, and that's a really important win for their season. They were missing several stars, Cody Ramsey, amongst others who have been in the side, have been regular contributors to them this season. Some went up to first grade, some are out injured at the moment. But Manly, it was a touch disappointing. I thought that was a game that they really would have taken advantage on, but full marks to the Dragons. They absolutely smashed it out. It's time to take a look at this week's stats deep dive for Manly, kicking off with Clayton Faulalo. Our good friend James Robertson from the Bobson Network described Clayton Faulalo as a bit like a Toyota Camry instead of the Ferrari he's usually seen him as. He was normally quite explosive, but he just felt a little bit out of it. And looking at some of the vision, he makes a very good point, but still, the numbers read like a charm. A try, 18 runs, 189 metres, a line break assist, 7 tackle breaks, and 3 offloads. Next up, Caleb Navale. He had a try and a line break in his 80 minutes, 8 runs to 78 metres, 3 tackle breaks, a team high 38 tackles, 3 missed, 2 ineffective. He's turning into Mr. Reliable in the middle third for Manly. Next up to Joey Walsh. He had 9 runs to 72 metres, a line break, 1 line break taken off him for a shepherd, 2 line break assists, 2 try assists rather instead of the line break assists, 3 tackle breaks, 22 tackles, and a 100% tackle efficiency. So they've had to rejiggle that halves combination. It just didn't quite work out. For the Dragons, Nick Sagranis was back to an edge and fresh off a new contract. 17 runs, 136 metres, 63 post-contact metres, 3 offloads, 31 tackles, just the 2 misses. He had to move into the centres because of the Dragons' shortage of outside backs, but now they're starting to blood these flag guys in. It's a real opportunity for him to move back to his natural habitat on the edge. Next up for Jonah Glover, his future's sorted. He's now a South Sydney Rabbitoh for the next 2 seasons. He picked up 87 metres, a line break assist, a try assist, 21 tackles, 3 misses. His partnership with Lockie Ilias in the halves is what got them to 8 straight wins and is what's going to get them to the finals. Then we finish up with Jet Liu, 53 minutes. It's his most at the season. He picked up a lot of minutes because I think a couple forwards got injured around a couple HIAs. 15 runs, 128 metres, 51 post-contact metres, 3 offloads, 30 tackles, the 1 miss, the 2 ineffective there as well. It's time to take a look at this week's Team of the Week on the League Scene's lower grade wrap. Round 18 saw these teams picked. At fullback, Clayton Faulalo, Eli Clark on one wing, Trey Penny the other, Hayden Buchanan and Arnes Nanva in the centres, the halves, Mitchell Woods and Niwhai Puru, the forwards, Phil Makatoa and Jack Everington, Luke Summerton the hooker, Hayden Bardard and Jermaine McEwen on the edges, while Caleb Navale locks the scrum, the bench and Danny Levi, Eliel Zakim, Shaquille Mitchell and Jet Liu. Jackson Rami is the 18th man. Now, we decided to do something a little bit different this week. Normally, we go through all the stats of the players at once, and then we go back and do it all again here, but I'm going to do it here now and focus on it exclusively for Trey Penny. Now, he picked up 4 tries, 5 line breaks, 15 runs to 263 metres, and 3 tackle breaks. He's found a home on the wing for the Roosters Cup side. Was initially meant to be playing Ron Massey this season with the Glebe Dirty Reds, but he signed a bit of a dual-way deal this season, so he can play between Glebe and the Roosters. Since his return into that side back in around round 5, he's averaged 140 metres a game while having 9 line breaks and 22 tackle breaks this season, being Mr. Consistency coming out of his own end. So congratulations to this week's player of the round, Trey Penny. Well, that concludes our New South Wales Cup portion of the program, but stay with us here on the lower grade wrap. Coming up next, we're going up north to Queensland, where the Burleigh Bears play host to the North's Devils. Burleigh, they've been the team that's traditionally faded out of second halves the most, but the Devils have been in a touch of form slumps.
Jack Ahern, Mosley at the back of the scrum in the rock roll. Here's Tony Tamusa. He'll be tough to stop from here, Big Tony, and he's going to score the first points of the match. Scott, quick play the ball still though. It's Hamilton, plays in motion. Turns it under for Christensen, and he has scored the first for the Bears. Goes to Lip. Lip now hands it off to Kenny Bromwich. Oh, late offload by Kenny. Here's Jordan Lip. He's found a little bit of space, puts a little dink of a grubber kick through. Coming through is Paskins. And did he get there? No, the ball's bouncing around. Was he taken without the ball? No, the referee's going to point to the spot here. And they're very close on the last play. It's Scott at dummy half, dangerous from here. Goes a short cross play to Mapapalangi, scores under the sticks, and the Bears, they are back in front. Himself, there's a bit of space there for Jordan Lip, hitting and spinning. The cover of the Bears defence come. Last-ditch effort is enough for the Bears. Mosley, shot play, Mackay, and they've scored the Devils. We've got a level ball game, kick to come. He gets a quick play, the ball got to his front quickly. Hamilton, inside play to West, now inside. Oh, and the Bears, they're in for another, and we've got another lead change coming up, and it's the interchange players. From the try line now, the Bears could really put a hole in the hearts here if they find one. Good ball from Hamilton, and the Bears are in again. Adam Christensen has a double. And that be it for the Devils. It's Mosley. Mosley again to Ahern. Ahern, Tommy's gives himself, Jack Ahern. He has scored, so they've given themselves a sniff, the Devils. So you tell
done it. They've proven they are an 80-minute side. It took 15 rounds of the season to do it, but it was their most complete display of the season in a 4-point verdict over the North's Devils in what was a tightly contested game. On the stats deep dive now, it was the non-contracted players that proved themselves in this one. Guy Hamilton picking up 83 running metres, 3 line break assists, 2 try assists, over 300 kick metres as well, 26 tackles. He did miss 5, he had 3 ineffective as well, but I thought overall his game management was world class for the halfback back in this level. Next up, Adam Christensen, he had a double, 9 runs, 108 metres, 2 line breaks, 4 tackle breaks and offload, 31 tackles. He did have 5 misses though, and Christensen's kind of been a player we've highlighted from time to time on the show this year. He's done some amazing moments, but he's also done some moments that have been a little bit, how's your father at times, but this is again another complete display from Christensen. Next up, Sam Costa. It was a captain's knock from Sam in the middle third. 12 runs, 115 metres, a tackle break, an offload, a game-high 46 tackles for Costa. He also had 2 misses and 1 ineffective. Next up, though, for Burleigh, Tony Tamusa back into the town, and he's absolutely blitzed it as well. He had a try, 11 runs, 128 metres, 2 line breaks, 4 tackle breaks, 2 offloads. Next up, Jack Ahern, he had 98 running metres in this one. A try, a line break, 2 tackle breaks, 29 tackles. 1 missed, 1 ineffective. And once again, the old veteran is proving that age is just a barrier. Next up, Jackson Sherriff, the former Dragon we've highlighted several times on the show this year. He had 80 minutes in this game, 16 runs, 151 metres, 5 tackle breaks, an offload, 35 tackles with just no misses, 2 ineffective as well in a fine display. Well, next up, we're going to the BP Bridge Stadium in Mackay for the clash between the Mackay Cutters and the Sunshine Coast Falcons in what's billing as a match that both sides simply have to win. Defenders there. Mackay looking for the first points. Fogarty from acting half. Rivet now to the open. Goes out for Burns. Numbers here. They've got them jammed in. Pietsta steps inside a couple and gets the first points of the afternoon. Last one here for the Cutters. They go open side now with Bignell. Stepping, offloading. Rayden Burns is a dangerous player with the football. He's jinking and stepping. Can he get the ball away? He does magnificently. Fogarty will go in under the posts. Rayden Burns is having a field day to start here in Mackay. Falcons haven't touched the ball for a little while. There's another rack infringement. Rivet out the back. Quick heads. That was beautiful work from Brenton Byra. The tipper to Pietzner. He gets his second. Mackay are running riot. Mackay have absolutely punished the poor discipline. Rivet now across for Rayden Burns. The Harbour Bridge ball. Pietzner's got a hat-trick in the first 20 minutes. Long ball over the top, out wide for Brenton Byra. Another offload. They just can't put the defenders down. And Rayden Burns will charge across. Well, I suspect they've not touched the ball for 15 minutes, the Falcons. They're running riot. Yeah, and just milking in and around the ruck that time now. John Riddell being in a good fun of form of late. Well, that just sums up the defence at the moment for Sunshine Coast. Now, Rayden Burns is split about a dummy half. Burns has support. The pass looks suspect to Rivet. Rivet's over the 10. Rivet's pass knocked down. They're chasing through. And it's Byra. He gets a second. It's going to be 36-0 at the break. Sunshine Coast just trying to forget all about that first half. They go with the feed. It's Hunter. Out the back, Cooper quick hands. And Zion Johnson goes across in the corner. And Ciolo's just knocked him over. He won't go to the bin here, he will. Sunshine Coast's game just gets away to get worse. Go to the other side now. Rivet from the 5'8" Bignell. That's a peach of a pass from Rivet. And Luke Pietzner gets try number 4. 42 points to 6. And Falcons are thinking about the way to get back to Mackay as Byrish through again, inside for Rivet, and the margin's back out to 40 plus. Now just looking for the half century as a nice offload there for a baited Robertson. Quick hands out wide. Rayden Burns goes across. The Cutters bring up 50. Had some flare-ups at the moment. Referee just talking through them. And Flynn Cavallari's gone for 10. Another flare-up. Wouldn't surprise me if the referee continues his control mechanisms. There we go. Brendan Guyan's gone at a bit, and Kobe Hunter will join him. Sunshine Coast without their half-back, but Sam Burns with a nice little room on the outside. Flicks the pass away to Lasik, and that's a try for the Falcons. Consolation now they're looking for. A cross out wide. Chance there. Cooper gets it on, and going for the corner. The Falcons get their third. Good effort there. Going across Mason Payet. 10 seconds, please. And Mackay McCutters were absolutely ruthless in that first half. It was 54 points to 14 in what was a dynamic display of attacking football. The Cutters were ruthless. Luke Pietzner picking up 4 tries in this game, and it was absolute dynamic from them here in this one. Let's kick off the stats deep dive, and Rayden Burns is the man I want to focus on. He had 2 tries, 14 runs, 130 metres, 3 line breaks, 2 line break assists, 2 try assists. He also had 6 tackle breaks as well. Rayden Burns has been absolutely sensational at the back for Mackay throughout the season. Next up, Luke Pietzner. I touched on his 4 tries before. Throwing 100 metres, 4 line breaks, 5 tackle breaks as well. He had 3 errors, but ultimately he's found a home in Mackay after being at Newcastle and also the North Devils. Excuse me. Pietzner has been sort of the guy that has been in the mood for a little bit lately to be on his way back to the big smoke. Next up, Brenton Byra. He had a try, 13 runs, 126 metres, a line break, 5 tackle breaks, 2 line break assists, 2 try assists. He also had 4 offloads as well. Absolutely amazing to see Brenton Byra just getting through the motions at the moment and also just playing in an absolute dynamic way of football, especially with his footwork and his pace at the line. Next up, Caleb Sutton. He picked up 44 minutes in this one. He had 9 runs for 112 metres. He was the only Falcon up over 100 metres, throwing 55 post-contact metres as well. 21 tackles in this game. He also had no missed and a couple ineffective, but ultimately, Sutton is proving himself as the only man to give it a proper crack out there. Speaking of guys to give it a proper crack, Sam Burns as well. He had 80 minutes in the middle, 8 runs for 64 metres, a line break assist, a try assist, 38 tackles, 4 missed, 3 ineffective. I think that's probably the best display at the moment that we've seen from Burns at the moment. Well, next up we're going to Tane Cooper, who had 10 runs for 80 metres, 2 line break assists, 2 try assists, 2 tackle breaks. Was easily the most explosive player for the Falcons in this game. Well, next up we're going to South Slogan for the clash between South Slogan and the Brisbane Tigers.
No, 7! 12. Down. 12 on 5. One's good. Down. All good. Anthony gets to the line now. Yep. Happy. Go! One's good. Outside. Backwards, keep going. Okay, one coming, he's onside. We're beyond. Yeah. Down. Yes. Happy. Yeah, all good. 3. One's good in. 3. Yes. 4. Happy. All good. In. Break! Make sure you stay close to the scrum, mate. Is that the line? Keep going. Okay. Down. Yep, all good. 1. Correct. Down. Yeah.
Hey, mate, 11.
Square Ash. 10. Go. 4.
One's good. I'm all good, mate. Happy. 8.
Oh, go. 4.
Good line.
Down. Into 5.
Happy. All good.
Go. 3. Get to a line there. Coming in.
Talk about drama. 2 tries in the final 10 minutes as the Brisbane Tigers continue their up and down sort of season. We'd lost over the last couple of weeks, back in the winner's circle again over a South Logan side that lost Blake Moser to a suspected broken jaw. Next up on the stats deep dive, Anthony Milford, 88 running metres in this one, a line break, 5 tackle breaks, a line break assist, 3 try assists. He was a bit quieter in defence, but this is the vintage Anthony Milford out there. An amazing starting there from the Milf, who was absolutely blitzing it, playing just second tier footy and doing his best there. Next up, Franklin Mano Lee Mamima. I've probably butchered that name and I'm really apologetic to Franklin there. He picked up a try, 15 runs, 182 metres, 3 line breaks, 5 tackle breaks for Franklin Mano Lee Mamia. Absolutely important to see him smash it out at the moment. So good signs there from Franklin. He's just got to keep pushing now. Next up, Latrell Segwall. He had 15 runs, 129 metres, a line break, 5 tackle breaks, 2 line break assists, and a try assist. This bloke's going to be sorely missed in Q Cup next year. The bloke is an absolute speed demon, but he's also got that creativity there as well. So world-class moments there from Latrell in this age group. Next up, Jack Natapu. He had 43 minutes off the pine, a try, a line break, 9 runs for 92 metres, 5 tackle breaks, 31 tackles with just 2 misses. Natapu is a sensational prospect coming through in the second tier for the Brisbane Tigers. Next up, Taj Wood. He had a try, a line break, 22 runs, 135 metres, 5 tackle breaks, 30 tackles with just the 1 miss, the run ineffective. Wood has kind of been the Mr. Fix-It everywhere of late. He's played fullback, he's played in the halves, he's played off the bench, and he's always done it with a smile on his face and an absolute cheer. Next up, Asher O'Donnell. He got the game-winning try. He had a line break, 11 runs to 91 metres, 5 tackle breaks, 43 tackles as well. 2 missed, 2 ineffective. O'Donnell's really starting to come into his own in this side over the last couple of weeks, and it's so good to see O'Donnell kick goals, especially now with some of those Melbourne Storm players moving into the NRL and their forward pack. Be interesting to see how they line up over the coming weeks. Well, next up, we're going over to the North Ipswich Reserve for the clash between the Ipswich Jets and the Central Queensland Capras.
The Jets, Julian Christian, who's back at the club and enjoying his football. Tiapa linking up with Howe, who's into open space. Arama Howe! How did he do it? Thank you, Cam. So, no real breeze to speak of, perhaps slightly favouring the Jets. Here's an interesting kick. The Capras in pursuit of this one. And Ipswich unable to take it cleanly. Here comes Peyton Jenkins. And Jenkins, Johnny on the spot for De Groot. Just getting in the way of each other, De Groot and Howe. There is De Groot now. Goes from one side of the field to the other. Little kick in behind. Here's Card Pereira. Alafiana scores for the Jets. He is a try-scoring machine.
It's a put special.
It certainly is. Now Christian, trouble here for the Capras. Card Pereira flies high, comes down with it. He will not be denied, Card Pereira. Half to Aaron Moore. Here they go, the Capras. Tried to get the pass away, went straight to the path for Card Pereira, who has taken off. He'll take some stopping over the 50. He's into enemy territory. They're no match for him. Alafiana, Card Pereira. That is a hat-trick for the speedster. Out to their biggest lead of the match. Pascoe, trouble here. Paxton dives over. Josh Paxton has another for Ipswich. On who had no part in the play. Here's Teroy now. Blake Moore. Quick hands. Jenkins. And now Farr. Gets boot the ball. Keeps it alive. Oh, beautiful kick for Peyton Jenkins.
Plenty of times that would be penalised just for contact with the head, but I don't think it did any damage. Even Card Pereira. Oh, in fact, it almost slipped across the neck.
Here's a break from 4, and on the inside, Jalen De Groot. Look how fast he is now. Underneath the post, De Groot.
Would be. Here's another big contact.
And again, this is threatening the ball over now.
Vive's in the middle of it.
And they're running in.
I'm in a net. Is that when you don't need to? Go and sit down. Go. No need for you to do that after knocking. Yeah.
proving that they are on their way. A 22-point victory boosted by their Gold Coast Titans players. Look at their try scoring list. De Groot, Card Pereira, Howe, Padston. All 4 players have played for the Gold Coast Titans this season and have absolutely brained it. And no surprises, 3 of them mentioned in our stats deep dive. Josh Padston, first of all, picked up a try, 16-run driver, 156 metres, 2 line breaks, 6 tackle breaks, and offload. He had 22 tackles, 2 missed, 1 ineffective, and he's absolutely been on a tear this season, and I've just been a really big fan of it at the moment. Next up, Alofiana Khan Pereira. He picked up a hat-trick, 10 runs, 150 metres. He had 4 tackle breaks, 2 tries off a kick. 1 was an 85-metre runaway. He did have an error and he did concede 2 penalties. He's in the extended squad this week, so he probably won't play Q Cup next week, but that's fine. He's showing that he can be that explosive player, and I mentioned last week he took some really tough carries that he needed to as well. Next up, Arama Howe picked up a try, 10 runs for 133 metres, a line break assist, 8 tackle breaks, 18 tackles, 2 missed, 4 ineffective, and he is absolutely on a tear in the Queensland Cup, which begs me the question, why doesn't a certain coach in the NRL at a certain team give him minutes? It's a joke. Bloody joke, let me tell you. Next up, Curtis Farr. He had 13 runs for 107 metres, a line break, a try assist, a tackle break, 18 tackles, 1 miss, 1 ineffective as well. Well, next up, Dixon Putt. He had 14 runs for 138 metres, 4 tackle breaks, 3 offloads, 20 tackles, 3 missed, 1 ineffective. His form this year, you can almost pick him as a first choice back row for the Papua New Guinea side next season as well. Next up, Ryan Jackson. He's sort of the forward that's been in the Finn system for a little while now. He had 39 minutes, 7 runs for 68 metres, 2 tackle breaks, 13 tackles with the 1 miss as well. He's been incredibly consistent this season for the Capras in his minutes when he's needed it. Well, next up, we're going over to Papua New Guinea for the clash between the Hunters and the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks couldn't be any worse than last week, while Papua New Guinea are trying to find their new connection at home. A long pass from right, Dunaway for the corner. The Blackhawks score first here in Port Moresby. That was Dixon called to his feet to play now. Tyrone Gunn James forwarding his way to the line. He'll get there, the back rower. The Blackhawks were poorly disciplined last week, but are off to a cracking start. First real chance down here for the Hunters as Rimbu for dummy half through a couple of tackles. He gets a return home, and he can cash in some money for try July 2. And a couple of roll-ons with some 6 again says, here's a strong bust from the bench forward. The man from the Capras, Kaya Wayembe. He just went through like a block of granite. All momentum with the hosts now as a lofted pass from Glare. That was beautiful. Douglas David. His first match in the run-on side. He goes in for a try. Now the Hunters working from their own end. This is David. I mentioned earlier it's his first start, when it's in fact his second start. He goes through them. David's now looking for support. Lofts the pass over the top. He's just come on the field, Guy Ovono, and he scores for the Hunters. The cult hero does his thing, and the Hunters lead by 8. Really important that the Blackhawks recover here, but they're running back slowly offside as Wabo straight through them. He's got no one in front of him. They're coming at him, but they won't get him. He salutes to the heavens. Sonny Wabo in for the try. Desperately need to be the next team to score. Do the Blackhawks is right. Out wide, they've got some numbers. No, a kick in behind from Nisbet. Chasing through Danoy. 2 of them had a crack at it. Danoy's going to be the man that gets the try. Almost towards the knockout blow. Volo dummy straight through. Sonny Wabo gets the Hunters with the 2 points at home. He loves it with the crowd. Hunters side just turn things around at a flick of a switch, can't they? Started a little bit poorly. don't bro, Rimbu would just come in and save the day. 3 first half tries from the Hunters, and then they just dominated the second half to come away with a convincing 34-16 win at home at the Santos National Stadium in Port Moresby, and they're looking in some fine touch as well as the semi-finals draw ever closer. Stats deep dive time now. I'm going to kick off with Sonny Wabo. Look at these numbers. A double, 17 runs, 241 metres, 2 line breaks, 8 tackle breaks and an offload. Good physical body, but he has the speed on the outside to go as well. Speaking about speed, let's go down the bottom. Douglas David in just his 3rd game. I know I stuffed up a little bit a couple of times in the commentary, but I did check the stats before we go through the deep dive. His 3rd game, a try, 18 runs, 207 metres, 2 line breaks, another 8 tackle breaks as well. He made 10 tackles on his wing, only missing 1. And then we go to the middle. Once again, the man himself, Rimbu, he is back better than ever. A try, a line break, 6 runs for 62 metres, 5 tackle breaks, and a game high 34 tackles too. Next up, Josh Stuckey. He had 70 minutes in this game. He had 14 runs, 101 metres, a tackle break, 4 offloads, 20 made tackles, 4 misses. And then we go to Tyrone Gunn James. He had 68 minutes, a try, a line break, 4 tackle breaks, 7 runs, 74 metres, 21 tackles. But he was targeted in defence. He missed 9 tackles out there, something that I'm sure he'll be looking at in the video room. Next up, Isaiah Latu. He had 53 minutes in this game. 4 offloads, a tackle break, 12 runs to 78 metres, 39 of which came via post contact, and he also had a game high 41 tackles, missing only 1 and having 1 ineffective. Well, next up we're going to the west of Queensland in Toowoomba for the clash between the Western Clydesdales and the Tweed Seagulls.
Good. Happy, mate. Yeah. Good, Matt. Keep going. And 9's involved. He's up the whole time. He's up the whole time. You get him up, Matt? Go. Yeah. Good, Matt. Offload. Keep going. Still 3. Still 3. Get behind you. Short. I've got him short, Matt. Corey, go. 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 Good. Good, Matt. Hold on! Go 1. 1's good. Full step. I got it up. Full step. Oh, you got it down? Oh. Hold. Go 1. Better there. In. Down. Good. I'm good with side 1. 1's good. Good! Good play. And take him down, mate. Yeah, happy. I'm happy. Good, Matt. In there. 6 more! What? No, Emery's got him. Go, no tackles. I've got it here, I've got it here. I'm out, I've got it. All right, mate, we're going to penalty to Emery. Mate, stop the game. Don't run in. 4! Let's go. Boys, let it go. You're getting the penalty. You and Clayton, you go. Start it, escalate it. Go. Just go. Emery, go. Hold. Go 2. Good. We're going to on it here.
A 30-point victory over the Clydesdales, and they are just battling away at the moment. It is really hard to watch them play because they're trying their absolute hearts out at the moment, but there's just nothing going their way at all. But let's highlight some players now in our stats deep dive. Kai Duggan, first of all. He had 72 minutes in this game. He's been one of their unsung heroes this season. His pass selection is strong, but when you have 35% of the ball, there's no other real attacking stats to touch on. He had 53 tackles, he missed 5, he had 6 ineffective. We'll touch on some of the offload numbers for Tweed in a moment, and you'll see why the tackle efficiency stats are a little bit lower in the Clydesdales than perhaps normally what we see in the lower grade wrap. Next up, Phil Schwager. He had 14 runs for 140 metres. He had a line break, 3 tackle breaks, 5 tackles, no missed. He did have 1 ineffective. He's been consistent outside back out of yardage in a team that has been consistently under the pump. Next up, Todd White. He had 50 minutes, 3 runs to 25 metres, 46 tackles, 2 missed, 3 ineffective. Tried his absolute guts out in trying circumstances. Well, next up, Tuki Simpkins. He had 54 minutes in this one, 13 runs, 116 metres, a line break assist, a try assist, 3 tackle busts, 6 off blows for Tuki. My goodness. A team high 29 tackles with just the 1 miss. I'm going to mention Tony Francis' numbers a little bit later on in our Team of the Week deep dive because the numbers are off the charts. He was absolutely outstanding. Guys like Sam Stevenson, among others, were also really sound. Zane Harrison appeared to pick up a minor injury in this game. That's one to monitor, and we'll keep an update on that coming soon. And then finally, Cooper Bye. He had his debut last week. He was great in the under-19s origin. Have a look at these numbers. 44 minutes, a try, 18 runs, 167 metres, 8 tackle breaks, an offload as well, 15 tackles with just the 1 miss. Let's go through our Team of the Week this week, starting off with Rayden Burns at fullback, Franklin Mano Limamea is on one wing, Sonny Wabo the other, Brenton Byra and Tony Francis is in the centres. Francis is in our Player of the Week. The halves, Jack Ahern and Ryan Rivet. The forwards, Tukamia Simpkins and JJ Collins. Judah Limbu up front, Josh Padston, Jackson Sherb in the back row, Sam Costa locking the scrum. The bench, Aaron Mahau, Adam Christensen, Isaiah Latu and Nixon Putt. Our player of the round, as I mentioned, Tony Francis. Let's go through his numbers. He had a try, 16 runs, 184 metres, a line break assist, a try assist as well. He had 9 tackle breaks in this game, throw in 4 offloads, 15 tackles, 1 miss, 1 ineffective. He's been great in the Queensland Cup, but has struggled to make the NRL leap. He seems to have just fallen down the pecking order with Alan Fitzgibbon and others just preferred seemingly ahead of him. But he's got a great potential future ahead of him in the NRL with other different sporting teams at the moment, and it's one that we will keep our eye on. Congratulations, our player of the round, to Tony Francis. Well, that's our program for the week. A massive thanks for your company. We'll catch you next week for all the latest happenings in the New South Wales and Queensland Cup. Take care, everyone.